Hey there, sports fans. I'm Marius Roman.
And I'm Eugene DeHillian, and this is the R&D Sports Show. Welcome back for another episode. Today will be a little different format.
That's right.
We're going to go ahead and go in depth in a topic that we discussed amongst us two.
That's right.
We decided to go ahead and find the 5 greatest basketball players of all time.
That's right.
Chose my 5, he chose his 5, and
right.
We'll see if we got the same list or we differ a little bit.
Hey, like I said from the beginning, we have different opinions on different players, so we're going to see what we come up with now.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, number five.
Number five. Who do you got?
I got the Birdman, Larry Bird.
Oh, guess what? Same here. Got Mr. Birdman. Same guy.
This is the reason. Here's my opinion. 3 MVPs, 3 NBA championships. He made the 3 popular, right?
Yeah, back before they even had a line, actually.
That's right, yeah. He was one of the Dream Team members on the Olympic team.
Yes, sir.
And then he was on top of that on the only player ever to be named Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, and NBA Player of the Year.
That's right. Yeah, reason I chose him, all those reasons, plus he was the best pure shooter all time.
I agree.
Okay, even Kevin Durant, which we consider today probably to be one of the most pure shooters out there, even Kevin Durant looks up to him. Maybe one day Kevin Durant will be up on this list, but he averaged almost 89% from the free throw line for his career and almost 50% from the field. I mean, that is a pure shooter. That's what every player going to the NBA strives to become, and those are the kind of numbers they're looking for. He's a 24-10 guy throughout his career, plus 6 assists. You can't beat that. He deserves to be number 5.
Yeah, plus he came from a really small town in French Lick, Indiana, so he made basketball popular there.
Of course, from Indiana.
That's right.
Hoosier State. You got to love Mr. Basketball right there.
That's right.
All right, number 4. Who do I got? I got Magic Johnson.
Really?
Yeah.
I got Magic too, man.
Oh, yeah. Man, we think alike.
All
man. We think alike. Anyway, the reason I chose him, man, he won the MVP of the NBA Finals as a rookie.
That's right.
As a rookie. I mean, this
and
guy.
Who did he play? Who did he play when he came into the league?
You'd have to help me out on that one.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Oh, that's right, Larry. Duh, I knew that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, he appeared to what? How many finals?
Well, he got 5 titles. I don't know how many he appeared in, but he won 5 titles, 3 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, and also in the 10,000 plus assist club. There's only 3 people ahead of him. That's Jason Kidd, John Stockton, and Mark Jackson.
Right.
Out of those 3, none of them averaged more than 13 points per game while accomplishing their assist goals. He averaged almost 20 points a game while averaging 7 rebounds and 11 assists a game.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was a beast. And the no-look passes, this guy was amazing on the court. I mean, of course, I was kind of young to be watching him when he was in his heyday. But video that I've seen, and of course, me being I guess I shouldn't really say this, but being a huge Jordan fan, you know, them playing against each other, that was some great TV action right there.
Plus, he was also one of 3 players to score at least 700 points, get 700 rebounds, and 700 assists in the same season. That's hard to do, guys, for a point guard. I mean, he was tall, he was big, and allowed him to see the floor a lot easily and be able to also go up and fight for the rebound too. So I admire him for that. And then,
and of course, he could have probably broken a lot more records. He did end up leaving the league at a young age of 31.
Yep.
You know, due to the issues he's had with the AIDS and the other issues that he had. But overall, as a player, there's none like him. Showtime, Magic. Oh, that was awesome.
Well, he played on the Olympic Dream Team as well with Bird and others. You know, and then on top of that, he did play 2 years in college, so he wasn't one of those one and done.
No one and done there.
Yeah. And then one interesting stat, which I really think is interesting: 138 triple doubles, only second behind Oscar Robertson.
Dang.
That's huge. That's huge.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
That's right.
All right.
Number 3.
Number 3. Who do you got?
Bill Russell.
Oh, we're gonna differ here. All right, let me hear your opinions on Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, guys, 5 MVPs, 11, not 9 or 10, but 11 championships, more than anybody out there. Second in total rebounds and rebounds per game in the history of the NBA. He holds a record for most championships won by an athlete in any North American sports league, any. And then he was also the first African-American NBA coach. Awesome. 11 NBA championships, guys.
Hey, but what we say about LeBron championships?
How
Don't
many?
determine
Hey,
it. Oh.
let's look at Jordan. Let's look at
We'll talk about
Magic.
Jordan later.
Let's
We'll talk
look
about
at
Jordan
Larry
later.
Bird. How many championships have they won? 6, 5, 4, 3, 11 guys. 11.
Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point there. 11 championships is something hard to beat.
That's right.
But he still doesn't beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Come on. That
right.
guy,
Let's hear it,
Mr.
Eugene.
Skyhook.
All right.
Okay, and I had him third on my list. I had him edging out Magic.
Okay.
Because he had 2 times as more MVPs. He had a total of 6 MVPs. 6 titles, not quite 11, but 6 titles. How many MVPs did Oscar get? Or Bill Russell, I mean, not Oscar, Bill Russell. I don't know. Anyway.
5.
Okay, so I got him beat by 1. And Kareem is the all-time scoring leader in the NBA. So he had over 38,000 career points.
Okay.
Nobody's come close.
All right.
So that's why I put him in third. That's why I put him third.
I still believe Russell's better.
Nah, Kareem, come on. Anyways,
Let's go with number 2, guys. Number two.
Number two. I got Mr. Wilt Chamberlain. Who do you got?
So do I. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, we think alike. We think alike.
Well, let me hear why you put him number 2.
Well, Wilt averaged 30 points a game,
Okay.
22.9 rebounds a game. That is unbelievable.
Okay.
Of course, five MVPs, 2 titles. The one thing that amazes me about him whenever I hear this, 100 points in 1 game.
1 game. Guys.
That's enough said. Come on. 100 points. Nobody's done this. I mean, of course, you've had it done in the college level, but in the pros, nobody's come close. I think 81 is the closest anybody's ever come.
He has the highest point average, scoring point average per year, 50.4. 50.4. Most people are around 30, 32, 33. He's got 50 and 20 rebounds on top of that.
That's crazy. I mean, 20 rebounds and 30 points a game, to average that for a career, that lasted over a decade, that's just unbelievable.
He only won 2 championships, but he got 4 MVPs. But man, this man is amazing, absolutely amazing. But it does not beat our number one. Number one.
I'm thinking we're thinking alike because I haven't heard his name yet on your list, and you haven't heard it on my list. But I'm thinking we're both going with Michael Jordan, number 1 player of all time. Yeah, there we go. Come on, this guy was the ultimate game changer. He brought, that air greatness, flash, to the NBA, to a league that was, getting taped late on Saturday nights. That's the game you would catch. He brought it to mainstream where you're seeing live games now. It's all because of Jordan. I mean, he brought that energy to the court. He brought that, wow, this guy can actually fly. Just nobody's done that kind of stuff. Everybody that was dunking back in the day, they would just dunk at the hoop. This guy would fly from the free throw line and dunk and just amaze crowds. He's ultimate game changer. Brought the NBA where it is today. He averaged 30 points a game as well throughout his career. That's just amazing in my opinion.
To me, I remember when I was a kid, everybody wanted to do what?
Be like Mike.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
He basically coined that version because of that slogan because of what he did on the court. And then on top of that, all the shoe contracts these players are now getting, LeBron, all those guys.
All because of
it's
him.
because of Air Jordan, not
All
because
Jordan.
of how you're playing. It's because he started that. The way he changed sports when it comes to marketing and marketing the players and marketing all the jerseys and things like that. He was the number 1 person who started all that process.
Another thing that I got to put in Jordan's favor, he did all his accomplishments of, all those MVPs, 6 titles, 5 MVPs. He did it all in an era where, you could hold the other player. I mean, you could push them, hit them. They weren't calling fouls like they are today. Today, you just got to look at Kobe wrong. There's a foul. You got to, say, hey, what's up, LeBron? There's a foul. Come on. This guy played in the era where, they let the boys play ball, and this guy made hay out of it.
Now, on top of that, anytime that you see players on the court, when it comes to choosing your number, what number does everybody want to be?
23.
23. They want to be his number.
I was born in Chicago, so the Bulls and Michael were like, the best thing ever to happen. So be like Mike. I try to emulate that. Of course, my skills are. Oh, we'll just leave that for another day.
Plus, on top of that, he played 3 years in North Carolina, not a one and done. You know? I mean, nowadays you're hearing a lot of stories about these one and done players. Teams are taking a risk on choosing some of these players that are coming out after 1 year in college or maybe 1 year abroad overseas. So it's obvious that staying in school does help.
Hey, and another thing about him though, what I like about him, he wanted the ball at the end of the game.
That's right.
It's not like LeBron. I mean, LeBron's changed in the last 2 seasons, but what was his knock before then? Didn't want the ball in the fourth quarter. Didn't want to be, the game to be on his hands. Always pass it off. Jordan, no, he like, give me that last shot. I'll be knocking it down too. So I'm glad we both agreed on that. It was pretty interesting list that we both had. Pretty much the same, but disagreed on one guy. But overall, yeah. And I bet you a lot of people are gonna ask, how come none of no Kobe, no LeBron on the list? Those guys got to finish their careers. Come on, they're nowhere near to these 5 guys right now.
Haven't done anything.
No, I mean,
like these guys have
we
done.
got championships, we got MVPs. Come on.
Out of the players you just mentioned, maybe Kobe is in somewhere there,
I
pretty close. I mean, he's got a lot of scoring titles and NBA championships, but I mean, he's just not there yet, like these guys are.
I had him just outside the top 5. Actually, I had him at 6 before. I'm like, no, I think I'd go with Bird before I'd go with Kobe right now. Anyways,
right,
that's another wrap of the R&D Sports Show.
I'm
appreciate
Marius.
it. I'm Eugene DeHillian.
Appreciate your time, guys. Peace out.